A very good afternoon to our lecturer, Madam Chu. My name is Chen Ning, and I am the group leader for our group. Today, our group will be presenting on the assignment 2 of COS10026. I will be presenting my main contributions to the assignment, which would be the viewuser.php, connection.php, and edituser.php. Firstly, let us take a look at the connection.php file. So this is the part of the file that I had contributed, which basically establishes connection with the database and creates a table with the specified data types and size to store user information if the table does not exist. Next up, I also created the view user page, which allows the owner to view the information of registered users. Basically, for this page, I had created a table with all the necessary headers for each column. Then I will execute the SQL command to select all information from the database table, and for each row of the output, I would append the information into each row of the created table. Each row will also have two forms that are styled as buttons to allow the owner to edit and delete users. Last but not least, I had also contributed the edit user page, which can be accessed by pressing this button. So the main purpose of this page is to allow the owner to edit information of the selected user. So firstly, when they press the edit button, the user ID would be submitted to the this file through the get method, which is then used to select information from the database table through this SQL command. The information will be stored in an array first. I created a form with all the necessary input fields that will be pre-filled by accessing the different index of the array to obtain the correct information. So when the user submit the form, all of the input will be submitted back to this file via the post method. And the input will be used to update the data in the database table through this SQL command. The user will then be directed back to the view user page through this command. And that is all from me today. Thank you.
Good day, madam. My name is Brenda, and I'm going to show you the two pages that I've created for assignment 2. So the first one is delete user PHP, and the other one is enhancement. For delete user PHP, it's not a page that you can open in the browser, but it handles the process where when you look at view user page from index owner, we have records of the user accounts that has been registered on our website. We can click on this delete button to delete the entire record, as well as updating the database. So that's basically what the delete user PHP does. For enhancement 2, the format and the content are similar to enhancement 1. It looks like this. For enhancement 2, this time we have decided to implement a user management module into our website. And all of this lists the pages that we have created to modify the website to fulfill the requirement of this enhancement. For view user PHP, index owner, edit user, and delete user PHP, these are used for business admins only. As of login, log out, and register page, this one can be accessed by our customers. Okay, if we look at delete user again, delete user basically has the basic setup at the beginning. We first create connection to connection PHP. We set the database credentials, create connection, and then this is the main code that deletes the account of the specified user ID using prepared statement. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Morning, madam. I'm Sangsu. So what I've done in this project is creating the login and logout page and make some updates on the registration page. So these if else statements here is used to check whether there's an error or not. And this part here is used to connect to the database and insert those input from the users to the database. And I have deleted the field set for the home address section and convert it into a text box for the user to fill in themselves. And I have added a text box for the password creating section. On the login.php, this part here is used to check whether the username, which is the email address, and the password matches the information in the database or not. And this if else statement here is used to check if the email address inserted is the admin's email address, then it will direct the user to the index.owner.php, or else it will direct the user to the regular user page, which is the index.php. And the session start command here is used to keep the website in a login condition. And this HTML text here is used to create the text box for the username and password, and create the button for the login and clear, and a hyperlink for the registration page. On the logout.php, this commands here is used to reset the website to a logout condition, and this is used to generate the warning text and a confirm button. So these are the codes that used to style the login and logout page, which is kind of similar, and I have remained the style for the registration page. So this is how the login page looks like. These are the text box, buttons, and the hyperlink. And this is the logout page, which is consists of the warning text and a button. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Elaine, and today I'll be discussing about the parts I covered in this assignment. First of all, I'm going to talk about establishing database connection. The function MySQL connect is used to create a connection to the MySQL server. If there isn't a database named Captain already, the function MySQL query is then carried out to create it. Next, the MySQL query is also used to create a table named CS order if it does not already exist. Now we can see that the cactus succulent database is created, and when you click on it, there is the CS order table. After that, on the order page form, the form data is modified to be sent to the order process.php instead of the associated web mail. The drop-down menu is also organized into multiple op groups elements, allowing customers to choose only one type of item from the category as shown here. Next, the PHP command here allows user ID to be from the user table to be linked to the CS order database table using the function session start. Moving on, this page, after we submit this order, this page is responsible for processing the form data submitted from the order page. It provides essential order information to the customer such as item, quantity, delivery mode, and etc. And in this code, you can see that the variables are initialized to empty value and the user ID is checked to see if it is set. The next block then verifies if the form field is set in the super global array. If it is not set, it will lead to the error.php. After that, this command shows that the user input are obtained and called back to confirm their order details and display the order that the user data will later be inserted into the CS order table using these variables. So after the order is placed, and you can see that the latest order is appearing on this table. Lastly, the error page has a redirect link which is redefined using the air tag with the href attribute set to the order. In the event of an error, if you click on this link here, if you click on this link here, it will return you back to the order page to fill in any blanks or missing fields. All these enhancements can improve the website's functionalities and enable the customer a good user experience. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Miss, and this is Charlene, and I will talk about the admin page and the view order page. Let's see the PHP first. So it has included the navigation bar PHP, And then when you enter this admin page, it will ask you to log in your account, and when it is verified as an admin account, so it will directly links you to this admin page. And it is connected to the database, the user database, and to get the first name and the last name based on the email address. And the first name and last name will be echoed out as a greeting. And next we will see the view order page. For the view order page, there is also a navigation bar, and the table is created to show data for orders. It is also connected to the database, which is the CS order database, and everything is selected from it. And then it will echoes out all the variable in the database and output it in each row. And there is a checkbox here for completion of order. And let's see the style CSS for the view order. So for the table, for the even and odd number of rows, it has different colors, and when you hover it, it will get a darker gray color. And then when you check on the checkbox, it will turn blue, and then it will display the check mark. Let's see the web pages. So when you log into it, your first name and last name will be searched from the database, and it will echo it out here as a greeting. And let's see the view order page. As you can see that the even number and the odd number of rows have different colors, and when you hover it, it will have the gray color, darker gray color. So when you check on this checkbox after you have completed this order, it will show the check mark. And here we have the back button, and this back button will redirect you back to the admin page, which is at this part here. It will link you back to the indexowner.php. And that's all from us. Thank you.